Unless you've been living under a rock this year, you will know that ChatGPT is a phenomenon which is revolutionizing business and society. And we're here in the ABAGY lab to figure out how it can apply to robotics. Hello, Demetrius.
Hi.
Hey. So, where to begin?
We were spending some time in order to understand how to apply this ChatGPT thing to robotic welding. And we will go through this process with you today. And I will describe what difficulties are there and what actually we may take from ChatGPT. And we will see some potential there. So we will start from asking ChatGPT, like in a new chat, without any additional information from us, whether it knows language for Yaskawa robots or no. This is what I'm going to ask. For Yaskawa robots. Print something, right?
Yeah.
I don't have the specific Bacchus noun form for the language. However, I may suggest something. Okay, so it says that actually cannot program robots, Yaskawa robots, just right away.
Yeah.
It cannot. What can we do?
Yeah.
We may provide it with some specification of the language. We already studied Yaskawa manuals and took some general description. What are the rules of the language? Okay, now I will enter the description I prepared previously.
Inform language for Yaskawa industrial welding robot.
And there are plenty of word symbols there, right?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, so more or less the structure of the program it provides is good enough. So we may try to ask her to, or it, ask it to, so it's like Alexa, right? We may ask it to write something we are interested in. For example, today we may start from creating a program which will cut the wire. Usually in welding, we need to cut the wire each time before the next weld.
That's right.
Because after the previous welding, the wire length may be different.
Yeah.
And we need it in order to touch sense the part.
Which cell will we be using?
This one behind me,
Behind us, yeah.
right?
Okay.
So at the moment, ChatGPT knows only about programming language. It doesn't know about the cell at all. So we will try to give it only small portion of information. We need to tell it what we want to achieve and how. So as you see, I have the prepared text, and it says that there is a problem of getting close to the cutting station, and after that, slowly approach to the blades, near the blades. And then the position of the torch should be exactly specified number of millimeters above the blades. And we also need to give a home position to the ChatGPT, so it may then create a program which moves the robot from this position to another one. Okay? So what we need to do? We are going to write down 3 points in the world, in the virtual world of the robot. The first one will be this home position. The next is we need to move the robot to the approach point, as I said. Some point near the station, cutting station. Okay, so this point looks to be suitable, and the next point will be inside the blades. Okay, so this seems to be suitable. These are the coordinates.
Excellent.
We have. So we will put it down in ChatGPT. Even though we saw that there are only 3 points in the path of the robot, the program which may do this consists of like few paragraphs in natural language and much more lines in form language for Yaskawa. So if you may imagine a kid which want to use ChatGPT to program robots, he will fail, okay? Because you need to have some understanding that there are certain steps. This small step here may not be avoided, small step here, small step here. For example, in this program, we will ask GPT to pause the movement of the torch for half a second, just because we need time for the blades to work. And
this is wait for 0.5 S.
Right, seconds.
Turn on the blades for 0.5 S. Oh.
Okay, so we have right coordinates here in our template, and
you transcribed the teach pendant coordinates into the chat. X, Y, Z for each position.
And the 3 rotations. We need to do not only movement of links, we also need to command the blades to operate. And for this, we need to have the number of digital output, which corresponds to the blades. Let us try.
Go for it. So what's included here along with the code?
Yes, ChatGPT takes care of us, and it gives us the commands.
Yes.
What these weird characters mean in the informed language.
Okay.
So it describes us in natural language what is written in the programming language.
Not to ask a stupid question, but can this turn on the machine on its own?
You mean for the end of Earth to begin?
That's right, yeah, the old Skynet scenario.
I don't believe that we may do it right now with our Yaskawa robot, but I may imagine some scenarios. Yes.
Interesting.
Okay, so now, and it also described us what it did. You see, these many lines are described as just a list of operations.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now what we will do is we will copy this and copy the code, and we'll send it to the robot.
I want to figure out how exactly, because this is an internet connection and the robot's over there.
In an ideal world, this will be done differently. You will just tell some human interface, like some interface, please run this program. And then it understands that from the name of the program, it understands what is needed to be run. And then it sends the command to the controller of the robot. Okay? Controller.
It. The computer sends.
Yes.
To the robot.
Yes.
Aha.
Now it uses the FTP protocol.
Right. Okay, FTP protocol, yeah.
Okay. You see, there is a name called test.
Ah, great.
Oh.
That's the one you just wrote.
Yes. Yeah. I click select, and we see exactly what we wrote there.
Fabulous.
The same text. So the profit of using ChatGPT is that you don't need to write it. Now I will just execute it.
So, yeah, there's your program, there's your wire.
We need to be on safe distance from it.
Yeah.
It may do some weird things.
Swing.
Because we didn't test it. Maybe ChatGPT created some, I don't know, Skynet program. It will rotate like this. Who knows? Who knows? Let us try.
Okay, let's go. Oh, it's alive.
You may push the start
Push
button.
the green button.
Okay, this is the end of the civilization.
Boom. Oh.
It releases the wire.
Yeah, it went down. a
It
little bit.
approaches the blades.
And oh.
Yes.
Woo.
So this is officially the first ChatGPT program for Yaskawa robots, and it worked pretty well.
Oh well.
So the first step of taking over the world
great.
of welding.
Welcome to the future.
Welcome to the future.
This work was done perfectly, right, by ChatGPT?
Yes, it understood what you wanted to do based on your instructions.
Yes. Let us do something more difficult. For example, let us draw a square in space. Can it do it?
We'll find out.
Yes.
Okay, task 2.
Yes. Our ultimate goal is to weld with ChatGPT, okay? But the next baby step is to draw some square in space. For this, we have the natural language program.
Write a program to draw a square with side 100 millimeters and velocity 30 millimeters per second.
Right.
And then the square center is X and Y. Okay.
And also
no, just X. Use such as
orientation.
orientation.
Yeah, so why we need this? It's not enough just to specify 4 points, as you understood, because for welding we need special torch orientation.
Okay.
How it follows the path,
Yeah.
in which angle, and that is why we will write down the angle what we want from the robot now.
Beautiful. So, the square center is X.
X, Y, Z,
Yeah.
and we will get it from the robot's pitch pendant right now. Okay.
Okay.
And then we will put it here and execute as we did before.
Fabulous.
Okay.
Yeah. And you have some liberties here. You didn't write Y or Z after the X, are you assuming it'll know that XYZ is?
I'm very lazy. I omitted this because I know that ChatGPT can understand, and also
Right, that's cool.
And
That's
as you
cool.
see,
Yeah.
I have also omitted in which plane I want the square to be like positioned, because I assume that ChatGPT already knows that more or less. Maybe this human guy wants the planar thing like this.
And you said velocity 10. So this is curious. You're assuming that the ChatGPT assumes you're using the same units as you did at the beginning. Velocity 30 millimeters per second.
So yes, at first you may understand that we will ask it to write as another program, but we don't need to teach it with how the language, what is the language actually. It already knows it. And also it knows the context of our request. So if we previously used the term velocity in our programs, it understands it. So now when I say print velocity 10, it will understand that this is at 10% of the maximum velocity.
Oh, not 10
Not 10
millimeters per second.
Yes, not 10, I don't know, elephants per mile. No, it's 10%. Velocity 10. So now we need to take the coordinates.
Yeah.
I believe if this would be the center of the square, we will understand that when we run the program, it will do the square.
Well, he's going to move out to the edge. Yeah?
Yes. So we have the position here.
Lovely.
Let us put it in the program. Can you help me?
Yeah. 1199.669.
Great.
And Y
Okay.
54.
Okay.
0.439.
439. Okay. And angles of rotation.
Rx minus 179.9692.
Okay.
Ry minus 0.0813.
So effectively it's 0, right? Effectively 0.
And Rz 8.9101.
8.90.
9101.
9101. Okay. We may also round it to 180. No problem. That would be velocity 20.
20.
Formula 1 speeding.
Boom, enter.
So it behaves like this nerd, right? You just asked the nerd to fix the computer, right? And he's starting to describe you how it is difficult, that he's just an IT specialist and he doesn't know how to set up like this program.
He can hear you.
Yes. Sorry. So at last it starts doing its job. ChatGPT sometimes is also lazy.
Yeah.
So you see, if we were working in production, this delay of ChatGPT is writing the code is not that good. So it's better for like the blazing too fast give you the program. Okay, the program is there.
So you're copying.
I copy.
Yes.
I copy.
Lovely.
I paste. And I believe we are ready to send it. It is failed. Why? Job name. Maybe. I don't know. You see, it's not in the stage when we may ask ChatGPT to write something and then relax and have a cup of coffee. So I don't know what the problem is with the code. Let me try to do it again. Yes, okay. You want to do it again? To do it by your own?
You are the expert.
Okay, okay.
Oh,
One
square. That's what.
One line.
Lovely.
Another one.
Oh, beautiful.
And actually, this was, yeah. But I believe this was more like a rectangle, not a square.
Oh yeah.
Let me think. Let us check what it actually goes through, and try to make it on this table.
On the table, great. Yeah.
So I used another set of coordinates, another coordinate system. I put the torch in the exact position I want, and then just make it lower.
Woo! Fabulous. All right, X.
Okay.
1169.130, 53.244, and Z minus 258.364.
I believe the orientation was already good previous time.
That's
Does it match?
well, our Y is off by our Y is now minus
About
2.
3 degrees.
Yeah, minus
It's okay.
2.
No problem. I believe it's good.
Okay.
So this is the center, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Good. Now I will run the program. Are you ready?
Oh yeah.
This is the second officially executed ChatGPT Yaskawa Inform program.
Wonderful.
Woo!
Woohoo! Yeah. Oh yes.
Does it resemble a square?
It looks.
No, it's a rectangle.
It's a bit rectangular, isn't it?
Okay.
But
it is fast enough, right?
Nice.
Blazingly fast.
Yeah, really fast.
But inaccurate.
Why was it rectangular? So,
I don't know. Have you seen? We asked it to draw a square. I don't know. Is it? I don't know. Does it know the difference between the square and the rectangle?
Maybe it's just trying to annoy you.
So let us give ChatGPT some feedback, some angry feedback. So your program was inaccurate. It is not an angry feedback, right? Inaccurate.
That's okay.
It was total nonsense. Okay, was total nonsense.
It's total nonsense.
Yes, we asked you to draw a square, but you gave us rectangle. Please rewrite the program.
Exclamation points.
3.
3.
Apologize for the confusion in my previous response. Okay.
Oh, here's new code. Okay.
Does it have a heart?
Philosopher. After drawing the square, the robot will go to the home position with a joint speed of 20.
Do you think that
Square.
somehow, at some point, we will be just unnecessary?
Yeah. Let's see. No,
I was a programmer for plenty years. Yes, and then when I saw how it codes,
yeah.
I understood. Like, my time has gone.
Really?
Right.
The end of the road. What? Okay, so.
It is listening to us. That is why it stopped.
That's right.
No,
No,
it's moving in the direction of.
that's ready. The informed program will draw a square.
Okay.
Right. So this is the same thing.
So I want ChatGPT to succeed, okay? But inside, I have this feeling.
Yeah.
It scares me. Death. These silly commands again. Oh no. ChatGPT. I am feeling sick. You know, when a programmer codes for a very long time and somehow the program doesn't compile, what do you think he blames?
Lack of sleep.
No. He blames compiler. Yeah, it's not his code that is wrong. It's compiler which is unable to compile a proper code which he has written. The same with ChatGPT, you know? The next big thing, but the problems are the same.
Right.
Just understand what I need from the very first attempt.
Yeah.
Great. After 2 hours of negotiation, so we have the GoPro here. Maybe it will die after this
It's
experiment.
very brave. It's very close to the awesome.
Yeah. And this will be an ad for the GoPro, right? It is used in real welding, not only in hiking, biking, and so on, in welding.
Proper stuff.
Huge market for them, right?
That's it.
ABAGY videos,
There you go. They are interesting.
right? Are you ready?
Go on.
Steady?
Servo.
Fail. It's a human
Human error.
error.
Boom.
So you feel more dumber than you are, right?
Does it need the what you call it? Servo juice.
So you know more than me. You're right. Each time if you suggest something, you are right. Great.
Okay. Draw a square. Take 2. Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I liked it.
That looks. Yeah, that's about 10.
It looks better
That
than the
looks
previous
about
one.
10. That's nice.
Nice.
Oh.
Great.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
well done. Well done, robot.
So it's a step towards real welding, right?
It's very impressive, yeah. So where in the system does it understand the geometry of what a square is? You know?
Because it knows from multiple texts, I don't know, millions of texts, what is meant by the square.
Fabulous.
And it failed the first time. I don't know
It was a
why.
rectangle. No, the second time was good. Don't be
Don't
be too harsh on your.
About ChatGPT is when you ask it to multiply two long numbers, it will not actually do the math. It will try to guess. For example, you like some number of thousands multiplied by some number of thousands, some blah blah blah. It will give you approximate number. Approximate.
Interesting.
Yes, without like math operations.
Yeah, well, the first one was an approximate square,
Yes.
and the second one looked
Yes.
really squarey. Yeah.
So it still needs us humans to teach it how to live.
For now. Wow. Great. Cool. So, well done. Nice demo. Do you think this is going to be mainstream for robotics soon, or is it still going to be in like gimmick territory for a long time?
As you see at the moment, it may not do like production stuff from scratch.
Yeah.
It still requires us to understand whether it's accurate or not on many stages of this process. I suggest that we may expect that it may help us in doing some simple things, like service tasks for the robot, which doesn't depend on the part we're welding, doesn't depend on anything. Very simple programs. We may use ChatGPT actually, even now, for these programs we previously used TeachPanda for. For now, we need. It may not, let's say, substitute ABAGY software.
No.
Because as ABAGY software may use vision intelligently. It may adapt to the local unexpected changes in the geometry of parts.
Yeah.
And this is what ChatGPT is not capable of at the moment.
Yes.
Yet.
Well, we'll see. Huh?
We'll see. Yeah. We experienced today very like core deficiency of neural networks. That we may not expect that the error will be small. Like we wanted square today, but we've got rectangle.
Yeah, the first one we definitely got a rectangle. Second one looked squarey.
Imagine it in production.
Yeah.
Imagine it in production. You expect that something will be squared, but it's a rectangle. So it will be collision. It will be like it's a problem with neural networks. You may not depend on it 100%.
Okay.
There will always be a possibility of relatively big mistake,
Right.
just because of the nature of the algorithm.
Good. Well, thanks for trying it out, and it's fascinating. Thanks for tuning in too. Comments, please. Subscribe also, and come back next time to see the great work of Demetrius and everybody at the ABAGY Lab. Thank you.
Thank you.